Hello again, traders. Right, I have just had a huge comment on my videos. I've obviously wound someone up, and the main theme was that I didn't make it very clear what I was talking about, the Holy Grail, and it was meant in the right way and not an arrogant way. Although most successful traders I know are arrogant. They tend to be arrogant bastards, excuse my French. Um, but what I was trying to do in that post and this one, Free Trading EDU, was to say that the charts, as always, I talk about screen time. Reading books never did anything for me, PDFs or anything like that, or occasionally a few. That's a lie. I did read a Martin Pring PDF about higher highs and higher lows, the trend, in other words, and a few others as well. But the main thing is, and also I need to apologise for the bings and bongs on my videos. Apologies, but that's what earns me the money. I've said this before too, and I have turned the volume right down on them. I could switch them off when I make a video, but then I forget to switch them on. So I've actually asked uh, one of our superb coders to possibly edit, or if they can put a button on there that tells me the alerts are on or off, and maybe even make it interactive somewhere about there where I can switch them on or off. That'd be amazing. So then I can see, I could avoid that problem for you guys. Let's get rid of this as well. So free trading EDU, basically, if you loaded, in my opinion, if you loaded up all of this stuff, and even then the rant uh, ripped into me about the indicators, so I've not done very well on that one. But if you loaded up all this stuff, you would actually let the charts would teach you. You know, if you watch enough of these green arrows from um, the four time frame Heiken-Ashes, you will see why the ones fail that fail, like this thing here, by flipping between time frames to see what is not there when they fail and what is there in agreement with your trades when they win. Like here, that's a great big wick there. That's probably, I don't know, 15 pips worth there in that wick. 12, not far off actually, 12 pips. And then you got the spread to take off of that. But that was my point of that Holy Grail video and this one. And I got lambasted for the Robin Hood as well. Robin Hood, the whole takeaway from that, apart from loads and loads of really, really good longer term, mid-term trading info, H4 stock stuff as well, loads of stock info. The long-term takeaway was that he actually made me think about was the fact that no one can teach you to trade. The charts will teach you to trade. Doesn't matter how many pictures you look at or whatever, or videos you watch for that matter. The only thing that will teach you to trade is screen time and analyzing why certain things work, certain confluences of indicators work, my momentum indicators, and when they fail, why did they fail? And that's what I meant by the Holy Grail. This now will teach you to trade. The bings and bongs going off, literally, all I do, because this is a multi-time frame Bollinger indicator, look how much green there is all there. But when this on the lower time frames goes out of synchronicity, and this is all wrong now on M1, and then I look at the 3 time frames on that to make sure they're all saying buy now. If we go on M1 now, it will say ranging probably in bright yellow. Watch it. There. So if you've got that on any one of the time frames, then, you know, it's not an entry. So that's teaching you when to trade. This is literally telling you when the pullback is likely to be over. But you can't trade, in my opinion, you can't trade any of this just by the indicators, which I've mentioned many, many times. You have to include the timing of the candle closes. And that's it, guys. Sorry, I'm not going to ramble on anymore. I do apologize if I've wound people up. It was really just a polite reminder to um, hit like if you found anything worthwhile. I should have said that. I didn't. I was overexcited. I said to the commenter, I was overexcited by the sort of, I don't know, it's a different way of looking at what I've been doing. I mean, I've said that many times about the TMA now recently. The TMA has to be checked ultra carefully on multiple time frames. And that's how I use them. It's just the way my mind works. Because this entry was not green on M5, but when I looked at M15, it had gone from ranging, which is what we got here, to actually creeping up the slope, in other words. And because M15 had gone in a slope direction before, say for example M30, I think it might have been looking at the M30 close, then that is the higher the time frame, the more powerful the signal. So we may have had, I can't remember exactly what was going on, but we may have had an M5 trigger, yeah, that one there, and it wasn't until the M15 closed or whatever, or was flickering. I have this thing called flickering, don't I? So if the M15 was showing flickering and the M5 wasn't, that's fine. You know, the M5 was in this hammer style candle, long wick at the bottom. So, and that's the thing. I can't teach you that. I can't draw diagrams. All you can do, in my opinion, if you want to, I don't know. The guy moaned about indicators, said naked charts fine. I traded naked charts. That's fine. But I promise you, if you've got a decent set of indicators, then they can only enhance your trading, especially for a scalper. You know, it may be totally different for a longer term trader. Anyway, such is life. Can't please everyone. But I wanted to make it ultra clear what I meant by the Holy Grail. This will teach you to trade. It will teach you when not to enter trades, and it will teach you when to trade. And that is what charts do for me and should do for you too. I mean, you know, the fact that that is all green. Now, these higher time frames, I only have to see something like that on one time frame, like I think it was just gold this morning, might have been DAX as well, and know that we are in a pullback. And let's have a look at DAX. I haven't looked at it for a little while. Watch it prove me wrong in there. Yeah, there, pullback. So that's a plan. I've traded DAX this morning as well. I can't believe it's only 4 o'clock in the morning in the UK, 4:21, and there is so much activity. As you can see, it's across all the instruments that I watch. In the Asian market, people told me it was rubbish to trade. Maybe it's just a new thing at the moment for whatever reason. I know that we've had the Asian New Year, Chinese New Year, or whatever. Maybe everyone's just decided they want to kick it off with a bang. Anyway, I'm rambling now. I do apologise for that as well. I get slated for that. Anyway, good luck to all of you. And that's all I can say, really. If you load this up, you can't fail to see when to take trades, learn when not to take trades, and that's all you need, really. And the other thing that I love and mentioned this morning, 2B reversals. They've been around for years. Before that, it's probably Wyckoff. And, you know, what can you say? They are just stunning on every time frame. Thanks for listening to this little ramble. Apologies I wasn't clear about the Holy Grail, and hopefully it's a little bit clearer now. Bye for now.